Well, you guys, you won't believe it. We actually made it to fall. We usually make a video about how we're melting in the summer, but we figured out how to cope with it, and we're now transitioning into fall. It's the first week of September. It feels amazing. The temperatures are starting with an 8 instead of a 9, which really lets things take off here in the tunnel. So once we get done with the intro, I'll bring you in here and then show you what our project's all about. Hey everybody, welcome to Yellow Dog Farm. Well, there's the tunnel, and if you rotate over here, you can see our cow pasture that we just put up. Zoom in on the herd there a little bit. We've got one of the mamas that are due anytime soon, so hopefully we'll be able to show you some calves. And then over here is our cattle handling system, so another future video putting that all together. It'll be like moving living room furniture. We've got to get it down and assembled and then put it where we want it over there. So that's coming soon. Anyway, let's go take a look in the tunnel. We can see what's going on here. We're right at, I'm going to call this summer stuff, and then we're transitioning to fall. And I'll show you first this summer stuff. So in the lower buckets here, oh, let me zoom that back out. Sorry about that. This is all eggplant. So I'm gonna pop down here and you can see some Black Beauty eggplant. And then if you come down here, the restaurant Bexley asked us for some Thai eggplant. So we're trying that. We've never grown it before, but there's what it looks like. This one is just starting to ripen. So they're small, and these ones change to a yellow color. So we'll see what they're like. And then at the ends here, we've got okra, and they've just got beautiful flowers. I didn't realize that the flowers were so beautiful. And we've got pods, popping up here. They're doing good. I've been harvesting a handful a day, and I would say that these plants are probably getting mature. They're almost up to the roof, and you can see here they're really starting to pop up a lot of pods and more of these beautiful flowers. And I see a darn grasshopper up there on there, so we'll have to do something about that. But they are just looking super good. And we've got just a short run of them that are right here. And on this side, this bucket line, we've got pumpkins growing. And they're not doing too bad. I mean, I thought that they would really not do well with the heat. But you can see one that's grown inside the tunnel here. And we'll go back outside. They're not doing too bad. They're healthy. I think they're getting a little buggy, which I'm a little worried about, but you can see we've got one here, and I mean they're looped all through here. You can see some ones that are turning orange. We made some pumpkin bread with the sugar pumpkin, and man, was it good. So this is all coming along, but I don't think it's going to be growing a whole lot longer. I'm thinking probably by the end of the month we'll be cleaning this bucket line out here, and we'll be putting in our winter crop, which is going to be broccoli. Our other winter item is Brussels sprouts, and I'll show you what those look like right now. Well, in a minute. Here's the butternut squash. This is a fall/winter crop, so we're hoping that by the end of the month we'll be able to start taking some butternut squash into the restaurant. Anyway, this stuff is happy and it's growing like crazy, and that's what's really driving our project, because I've planted way too much butternut squash. So I've got like 70 butternut squash plants here, and they're going to grow out on this cloth cover, and that's going to go really well. But I planted too many of them, and I'll show you. There's the NFT, lots of arugula growing right now, and we're just starting to plant lettuce in here again. It's cooling off enough that it'll stop bolting, so we'll get that going. Let's go to these flood and drain tables. And you can see this flood and drain table is absolutely full. We've got some extra eggplant growing along the back. Common theme here, I planted too much. And then all this you see right here is extra butternut squash. So I need to make a home for these things so they can grow up and we can make room in this flood and drain tray. See these beautiful violas? They're also gonna go to the restaurant. They make a beautiful garnish. So we take a container of them a week or something like that. I've got this other NFT tray, and it's gonna be filled with Swiss chard and spinach. So I have things planned for both of these trays, and I've just got to do something for that squash. So what I'm gonna do is I've got a table that's down here that's not being used right now, and it just looks as sorry as you see it there. It's a 2-piece flood and drain table, so it's got a splice in it right about there, and I couldn't get this thing to not leak. So I had to go ahead and decide to make a much sturdier table, and the goal is to put it right here and let it grow outside the tunnel. So we'll make a stab at growing that squash. So today we need to convert these 2x6s into a table like you see these flood and drain systems. Nice and sturdy, it's not moving. This thing fills up with quite a bit of water when you go up the sides. I mean, it's 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, and it'll go 2 inches tall with the water. So call it 30 gallons of water, so 250 pounds. So I'd like to build a sturdy structure to hold it, and I think with this one, if I do that, it'll be strong enough to not allow a gap and keep it from leaking there. So anyway, that's our plan, is to get that going and see if we can make this table. Okay, well, there we are. There's the actual table that's going to support the flood and drain system. I didn't make a video screwing it all together. You guys have seen me do that 100 times. So anyway, I'm going to pop that table up there and get it ready, and then we'll go ahead and start bonding it. here's what the finished product looks like. It's got that 2x6 treated wood table, and you saw us seal the table, and it went really well. And we've got the reservoir right here with nutrients going in it, and it gives nutrients to these squash twice a day. So sometime around 7 in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're gonna switch them out to gallon pots so they can get a nice root structure and grow. But this is what it looks like. We're thinking maybe spinach here in the middle. So sorry I didn't get every bit recorded, but sometimes you gotta, get something done rather than set up a tripod. So there it is, and thanks for checking it out. We'll see you next time.